work, we have the ballet bar. So if you want, feel free to put your hand against the wall. That's how I'll be demoing today, just because that's how we do it in the studio. I'm going to start by standing up really nice and tall, hips in neutral. My right leg is going straight down into the floor, and my left leg is going to go off to the side. Again, one arm on the wall, and just lift and lower. In this case, it's my left leg. Just lifting and lowering, just kind of stretching that leg out, feeling those muscles start to warm up and wake up. You definitely don't need the wall if you don't want to, but again, to keep it similar to how we do it in the studio, here's that wall if you need it. Perfect. And if I just peek over my left shoulder, I can see that my leg is in line with my spine. So here in a bit, we'll get that leg in front, but just for now, making sure it's in line with the spinal column. And let's just do 2 more. So 1 and 2. Then bring this leg in front. So now it's in front of the body, and lift and lower. Again, we're just stretching out as we lift and lower that leg, trying to keep the hips in neutral. So I'm not lifting the leg so high that the hips start to move and I lose my form. Just lifting and lowering. Beautiful. And we'll just do 2 more, keep it simple before we start mixing it up a bit. Excellent. After my second one, the leg comes back for 2 lifts and lowers to the side, and then 2 lifts and lowers in the front. And again, just repeating, 1, 2, and then in the front, 1, 2, beautiful, and then back to the side, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, perfect. Now that we figured this out, rather than drop the leg down in between, after my second lift and lower, keep the leg high and then bring it in front as high as you can while still maintaining good form. And then bring the leg out to the side for those 2 lifts and lowers. So we're just moving around that hip socket where our thigh bone intersects the hip joint and just warming that up. And again, just doing my 2 lifts and lowers. So 1, 2, and then lift, bring it forward for 1, 2. Give me 1 more of these. So 1, 2, lift that leg up, bring it forward for 1 and 2. Set the leg down, and then now we're going to go to the opposite side. So again, just standing up tall, ground with that left leg, and bring the leg out to the side. So again, if I just peek over now my right shoulder, my right leg is in line with my spinal column. Again, I'm looking straight ahead, hips are in neutral, core is engaged. Beautiful. So I just lift and lower. And we'll just do 3 more, keep it nice and easy before we bring that leg out in front. So now the leg is in front of the body as I lift and lower. Again, keeping my hips in neutral. Perfect. And you might start to notice that one leg isn't lifting as high as the other, and that's okay. We're going to go just to this leg's range of motion without letting the hips collapse. Beautiful. And we'll just do 3 more here. Keep it nice and fun. Perfect. Now after my third one, we're going to do that 2 and 2. So 2 lifts and lowers to the side, 2 in front. 2 lifts and lowers to the side, 2 in front. Beautiful. Excellent, ladies, just like that. And then 2 in front. Beautiful. Wonderful. Now this will be our last one where the leg goes down in between. So now that leg is going to go high. So 2 lifts and lowers. Lift the leg up, bring it in front for the 2 lifts and lowers. After that second one, lift, send it out to the side for 2 lifts and lowers. Beautiful. And then lift and lower. Excellent. Up, out to the side. And we'll just do 2 more of these. Keep it nice and short and sweet today. Perfect. Now to the side, last one, up, down, up, forward, and then 2 more leg lifts. Excellent. After my last one, if I stand up really nice and tall, I'll go sideways. You can see what I'm doing. If my right foot goes in front of the left and my little toes are almost lined up, my right leg is bent, my left leg is straight. From here, I'm just going to waterfall forward and get that nice IT band stretch. So the outside of my left leg is getting a lovely stretch. The right leg doesn't feel really anything at this point. And I'm just going to sink down as far as I can to deepen that stretch. I'm going to take a nice deep inhale, then exhale, slowly start to come up, one vertebrae at a time. Set the right foot down, and then cross the left foot over. Now the right leg is straight, left leg is bent, and again, water falling forward. And if I look down, my two little toes are parallel with each other as much as humanly possible. And now I can feel my IT band on the right side of my leg getting a lovely stretch as I try to sink forward as far as I can. Now the left leg is taking a break and not really getting much out of this in terms of a stretch. I'm going to take a nice deep inhale, exhale, articulate up, one vertebrae at a time, come back to standing, and then interlace the hands behind my back. Your shoulders will naturally roll back. And as I exhale, I'm going to try to push my hands towards the floor, looking up to the sky. If I've fallen recently and can't do that with my wrist, just send both hands towards the floor, parallel, without interlacing the fingers, so we don't put any unnecessary strain on the wrist. Perfect. Come back up to standing, nice and tall, and then give me one more time, pressing those hands down, 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 towards the wrist or towards the floor. Come up. Now I'm going to go forward. So I'm going to dive forward, kind of like we do our roll down at the end of class. And now my hands come up overhead to the sky. Or again, parallel, depending on if I can clasp my hands together or not. From here, I'm just going to gently rock my hands side to side. Perfect. And then gently rock them front to back. Again, gentle being the key word here. And depending on how tight your back is, you might feel some little crickle crackles of a free chiropractic adjustment. Let's go side to side again. Very gently, very slowly, so you can be in control of this motion. And then front to back again. And front to back. And just kind of stretch out that body. Perfect. Very slowly start to stack that spine up, one vertebrae at a time. Release the hands. For those of us with wrist injuries, I'd like for you to just squat down and back up. For those of us with no wrist injuries, I'm going to do a forward fold. Forward fold down. When my hands touch the floor, I'm going to walk myself just a little bit forward, jump my feet back to a plank, jump my feet in, and then roll my spine up. If you are not a jumping person today, the next time I roll forward, hands on the floor, bend the knees, step one leg back, and then the other to that plank. Then you can step one foot in, and then the other, straighten the legs, and roll on up. Perfect. Now, if those squats are getting boring, the next time you squat down, give me 2 pulses before you come back up. For everyone else, I'm going to roll forward, hands to the floor, and again, either jump back to a plank, jump forward, or walk it back. And let's just do 2 more. So rolling forward. If I want, bend the knees, step one back, and then the other. Step one forward, and then the other. And come on up. Last one. All the way forward, forward, forward. Go ahead and either jump back or walk back. Jump forward. Now pause if you can. For those of you doing a squat, I'm going to step the right leg back. Put on this really deep lunge with my left leg. And I'm going to rotate to the right. Again, just stretching that arm out. Come all the way down. And now try to drop that knee to the floor and send the right hip forward. Stretching out that hip flexor, opening those hips up just a little more. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, straighten that right leg. And again, rotate up to the sky. Come all the way back down. Lower that knee. And again, send the hips forward. So just driving that right hip forward towards the floor. We're just going to do this one more time, and then we'll swap sides. So again, deep inhale, Exhale, straighten the right leg, brace yourself, and give me that nice, lovely rotation up to the sky, letting my gaze follow. And then come back forward, set that knee down for my final time to stretch. Again, sending that right hip as far forward as I can. Just enjoy that nice opening and stretching of the hips. And then as soon as you're ready, very carefully, we're going to swap sides. So now the right foot is forward, left leg back, and now as I exhale, rotate up to the sky. Perfect. Come back to center, set that left knee down, and again, press the left hip forward, feeling that nice hip flexor stretch as we sink down, 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 down. And then again, as I exhale, lift the left leg, and now again, I'm going to rotate left, gaze coming up to the sky, and then come forward, set that knee down, and again, try to sink as far forward as you can to open up those hips, make those hip flexors a little less grumpy. And then again, lift that back leg, rotate up to the sky, just reach, 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 reach. Come back forward, set the knee down. Don't worry, we just have one more time and then we'll move on. So we've got a nice little stretch. Lift the back leg, rotate up to the sky, stretch and reach, gaze goes up, come back forward, set that knee down, and again, try to drive that left hip down to the floor as far as you can, really opening up the body, stretching it out. As soon as you're ready, lift that knee, bring both feet in, sit down on your booty. Perfect. From here, I'm going to open my legs, if you have a yoga mat, maybe to the outside edges of the yoga mat, or is really as wide as feels comfortable. I'm going to send my arms wide, making sure I don't whack the wall. And now, keeping both hip bones on the floor, just give me a rotation to start off with. Kind of rotating that thoracic spine, opening up that center part of our chest, while still keeping the shoulders as down and back as we can. Perfect. As soon as you're ready, and next time I rotate, try to rotate, bring this left arm forward, and reach forward to touch your left pinky to your right toe without having your left booty come up off the floor. Come back up, straighten it out, and repeat on the other side. So please get into this kind of basic saw motion. Come back up, center, rotate and stretch. Using those abdominals to keep you in position, to rotate you and lean you. Rotate, stretch, 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 stretch. Come back up. Now if you can, let's add some pulses. So when I saw forward, give me 3 pulses forward. Kind of like I'm making that saw motion. Like I'm holding a saw. So pulse, pulse, pulse. Come up, center one more to the right. Pulse, pulse, pulse. And then one more to the left. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Beautiful. Now, bring those legs together and go ahead and roll on down and back. If you need to, you can stretch those arms overhead. Wiggle it out a little bit. The legs are going to stay where they're at. So now, give me a nice roll up. So I'm rolling up as I exhale, one vertebrae at a time, stacking my spine up, and then melting on down. I've done this a time or two, so this should feel really easy. So just rolling up, 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 feeling those abdominals kick on, stacking the spine up, and then melting down, down, down. Perfect. Let's do one more, and then we'll mix it up. So I come all the way up, 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 and then melting on down. Perfect. Once you're here, again, if you need to, you can stretch those arms overhead, rock it out for a second. Because now I'm going to try to keep my spine as straight as possible. Nice deep inhale, exhale, come up with a neutral spine, neutral hips, and then down, neutral spine, neutral hips. So we're simulating what would happen if we were doing a teaser. So nice neutral spine up, neutral spine down. Perfect. Now, for those of you that love teaser, and this isn't your first rodeo, the next time you're down, as you neutral spine up, bring a leg with you. And then as you come down, set that leg down. And then the next time, neutral spine up, and then alternate legs, and down. Perfect. And again, if that leg needs to bend, go for it. Here in a second, when we do a real teaser, you're going to see my knees bend, and that's okay. It's just part of it. So just work with what feels good for you and your body today. Straight, bent, both legs on the ground, that's fine. Perfect. Give me one more, all the way up and down, and we'll take another break. Shake it out for a second, because now we're going to do full-blown teaser if we can. So inhale, exhale, teaser up, hold, count, 2, 3, and then come down. Yeah, just mixing it up a little bit. Now again, if full-blown teaser, pause, hold, 1, 2, 3, come down. If that's too hard, don't worry about it. Go back to that every other one that we were doing a second ago, or you can leave both legs down and come up. Just remember to pause and count 2, 3 at the top before we go on down. So again, whichever teaser suits your fancy today, and then down. Let's do one more for giggles. All the way up, and all the way down. Perfect. Once we're here, if you need to, you can bend those knees, rock them side to side. Perfect. All right. Now, here's where optional props come in. We're going to start off easy. So bending the knees into a tabletop. I'm going to come onto my side. If I have a shoulder ouchie, we can just go ahead and stay on our back and do some chest lifts. Otherwise, I'm going to forget about this hand weight for a second and just practice coming up into a nice V plank and down. And if you think, oh, I didn't really like a knee plank, you can come into a full-blown side plank. So whatever feels good for you. We're just lifting up and coming on down. Up and down. Just trying to make life a little easier. Up and down. Ooh, a lot of screens going black. Okay. We'll keep this short and sweet. I know how to read that. 2 more, and then we'll take a break. Up, down, last one, up, down. Excellent. If you need to, give that shoulder a little breather, because now we're going to incorporate the hand weight. So again, you can have knees bent or legs long. Grab your hand weight. As you side plank up, lift the arm up overhead. As you come down, set the hand weight down. As you come up, lift up overhead. And as you come down, set it down. We'll just do 2 more, short and sweet, and down. And then all the way up and down. Perfect. Now, if we didn't like the hand weight, set it aside. Don't need it. If you want the hand weight, now we're going to add on to this. So as I side plank up, lift up, and then as I come down, set the weight down behind me. I can't really finish it. So behind me. Now, reach forward and come on up. So as you side plank up, I'm lifting the weight, and as I come down, I'm setting it behind me, getting this nice rotation going. Working on shoulder joint mobility as I set down. Really hard to see in this shirt, I apologize. And then coming on up. If you want this to be more of a challenge, hold that side plank, either on your knees or with your legs straight, and just use your arms to make this rotation. You're going to feel this bottom oblique really start to talk to you. And let's just do 2 more. 1, and then 2. After my last one, you can come on down, sit up, and just shake that shoulder out a little bit. Because again, it might be talking to you. Hopefully it is, and hopefully you got to feel that bottom oblique. Perfect. Now from here, we get to lay down. Everyone's favorite thing. When I lay down on my side, my bottom arm is going to become a pillow. Again, hand weight is optional. If you want it a little harder, straighten the legs. If you want life a little easier, bend the body like a tabletop. Perfect. Now, with my hand weight, hand on hip, my right leg hovering above the ground, I'm just going to lift both arms and leg up and down. Now again, if I've injured my wrist and this starts to hurt with the weight, completely just drop it and go without. Of lift and lower. So we can make this as easy or as difficult as we'd like. Again, trying to just hover that right leg off the ground. I'm not setting it down in between. Give me 3 more. So 1 and 2 and 3. Now, if you need to, you can set everything down, shake it out. Make sure, is my core on? Or have I just kind of melted my abs into the floor beneath me? Perfect. All right, so hips stacked on top of one another. Again, if we want that hand weight, hover the right leg. And now, bring both arm and leg forward. And then back. So again, I'm going to that 90, kind of mimicking what we did when we were standing at the very beginning of class. Kind of neat how all that comes together. We see similar moves. And again, I'm just bringing this leg forward just to neutral. So again, I'm not losing that form in my pelvic cavity. Excellent. And back. Forward and back. Forward and back. 2 more. So this is number 2. And then this is number 1. Again, if you need to, set everything down, shake it out. And again, just ask yourself, is there any tension in my neck? If the answer is yes, just be sure we're relaxing that neck, letting the core, arms, and leg take that burden for us. Now, I'm going to start with my arm bent, kind of in like a bicep position, and my top leg in tabletop. From here, now as I exhale, straighten arm and leg, and then bicep curl, bring that top leg back to tabletop. Beautiful. And bring it back. So extend long and bring it back. Beautiful. And hopefully now we're starting to feel a little bit of that top part of our booty talking to us. This kind of lateral glute and lateral thigh. As we stretch and release, stretch and release. Let's just do 2 more. And then 1 more. Excellent. Set those weights down if you need to. Readjust that bottom arm. Now, because we did the biceps, we should probably do those triceps on the back of the arm. So for this one, I get to start with both legs, or arm and leg long, and then I'm going to send them both backwards and forwards. Backwards. So I'm kicking my legs straight back, like I'm trying to touch the door behind me. And then this arm is long too. If you have a little bit more coordination, you can do a tricep kickback as you send that leg backwards. But if your brain's getting a little confused, just keep both arms straight, or arm and leg straight as we go back. Perfect. Now, hopefully we're feeling more of the glutes and the hamstring as we send the leg back. And of course, the arm is getting into that lovely tricep. Your shoulders might be talking to you a little bit as well. So give me 3 more. So 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and set everything down. If you need to, shake it out. Check back in with that neck. How's it feeling? All right, last one. As soon as you're ready, arm and leg up. We're going to lift up and just make some circles. Or maybe they're teardrop shapes, ovals, egg shapes, whatever feels good for you and your body. Give me 2 more in this direction, and then we're going to swap directions and go the opposite way. And the opposite way might be where the circle just kind of falls apart, and we get a square, stop sign, any kind of odd shape. I will take it. Beautiful. Okay, all right, you guys are doing great. Those are awesome circles. Let's do 3 more. So 3, and 2, and 1. Set that weight down. Perfect. From here, I'm going to sit on up onto my booty. But before we roll to the other side, that'd be lame. I'm going to roll forward. Just rolling forward, stretching my back out, trying to bring my nose to my knees, or as far forward as they go. It's okay if it doesn't go all the way forward. That's fine. And then I'm going to stack my spine up, and let's stretch out those shoulders a bit. So I'm going to walk my hands backwards and then lean backwards. So my hands are quite far behind me. My spine is straight, even though this shirt makes it look like it's not. Darn it. I will change shirts next time so you can see better. And just straighten those arms out, and then bend those elbows back. And you should feel a nice stretch through the shoulder as I go back and up. Now when I sit up, I'm going to again roll forward. Just stretch. You can grab the bottoms of your feet, ankles, calves, or thighs to gently help bring you forward. Or again, if we have an ouchie on our wrist, you know, one-handed, or just let gravity bring us on forward. Perfect. Now from here, I'm going to bring my arms out to the sides, really stretching them to try to reach opposite walls. And just make some little circles. Little circles, keeping those shoulders down and back. And if I look over my shoulder, my arms are pretty well in line with my shoulder sockets. Now let's go the opposite way. So again, my arms are kind of in line with my spine and that shoulder joint. They're not out here or way back here. They're just kind of in the nice middle. Perfect. Give me two more. And then we're going to make really big circles. Because again, we want to make sure that our shoulder joints are nice and healthy. I don't do too many. Let's just do two more in this direction. So 1 and 2. And of course, we have to go the other way. Can't we be lopsided when it comes to circles? Keep them all the way up and down, all the way up and down. Beautiful. We'll just do 2 more of these. So 1 and 2. Beautiful. Now, roll on over to that other side. Again, grab the hand weight if you want it. And when I'm on the other side, again, my bottom arm is going to become a pillow. Bottom leg is either straight or bent, whatever we did on the first side. Try to mimic it on this side. Core is nice and on. And now I'm going to do my lifts and lowers. Don't worry, I didn't forget about those funky little planks. We lift up and down and up and down. Again, if the ouchie for my wrist was on this side, you can do it without the weights. And again, if I peek over my left shoulder, my legs and arms are in line with my spine. So nothing's sneaking forward quite yet. So I lift up and down, up and down. Beautiful. Let's just do 3 more. Keep it short and sweet. So 1, 2, and 3. If you need to, set it down, take a break because we know what's coming next. So shake it out. Make sure core on, hopefully. Now from here, again, lift that left leg, bring the arm and the leg forward and back. Bringing the arm and the leg forward and back. And again, I'm bringing this leg forward without losing neutral in the hips. Perfect. So if you bring the leg so far forward, you start to feel movement in the abdominals and a rounding of your low back. That means we've lost that form. Perfect. Let's just do 3 more. Excellent. So 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Again, set it down. Perfect. All right. Shake, shake, shake it out. Whatever you need to do, whatever you're feeling. Grab that hand weight. Now this is where I do that bicep curl tabletop situation. So I'm going to start with my bicep curl in the leg and tabletop. As I exhale, extend arm and leg out and pull it in. So extending out and pulling in. There we go. I can see you guys. Perfect. Excellent. Pulling it in and out. Pulling it in and out. Excellent. Again, if we don't want to do the weight, we don't have to. You can make this your own. Excellent. Let's just do 3 more. So 3 and 2 and 1. Excellent. Set that down, shake it out. Next we have triceps, circles, and then we can get into those other side planks, which I know you've just been dying to do. All right, how's our core? Is it still on? Perfect. All right, so I'm going to grab my hand weight, grab my arm and my leg, and send everything backwards and forwards. So sending it back and forward. Again, if you're nice and coordinated, you could do a tricep kickback while you send the leg backwards. And if you think, ooh, that's not really my jam today, just send straight arm back and the leg. Straight arm back and the leg. Perfect. Nice deep inhale, deep exhales. Excellent. And again, just see what we notice in that arm and that leg. If we feel anything different than what we felt on the other side, getting that nice symmetry in the body. We'll do 3 more. So 3, 2, and 1. Set it down, shake it out. Again, how's that tension in the neck? Is the neck nice and relaxed, or are you feeling any discomfort? Everything below the neck should be talking to you, and the neck should be nice and relaxed. All right, last thing is going to be our circles. So, hand weight if we want it, lift the legs, lift the arms, and make some nice circles. Or again, shape of some sort. Whatever feels good for you. And that circle or teardrop or square can be as large or as small as you'd like, so long as you can control it and you have good form. Beautiful. Now let's just do 3 more. Excellent. So after my third one, we're going to swap directions as we do and go the other way. Other direction. Excellent. And then just hang out here, seeing how these circles are compared to the other side or the other direction. We'll do 2 more. So 2 and 1. Set that weight down. And I'm just going to sit on up just for a second. You can sit cross-legged if you'd like. Or actually, let's sit prayer pose. Prayer pose is a fun one. So for prayer pose, the bottoms of my feet are touching and my knees are just kind of hanging out, just having a good time. From here, my right hand is going to touch the outside of my left knee. Left hand goes behind, and I'm just going to get a little bit of a rotation. It's not going to be anything dramatic, just a little rotation to the left, looking over my left shoulder. Come back to center. Now my left hand is going to grab the outside of the right knee, right hand behind, and just get a little rotation to the right, looking over now my right shoulder. Perfect. I'm going to come back to center and just forward fold, kind of like how we did with the legs straight, but now we're going to feel a lot more stretching in the inner thigh. This one's always tricky. If your hips are tight, probably not a lot is going to happen. If you want, you can put your hands or your forearms on those knees and gently press down, very gently. We don't want to have an injury halfway through class. Nice inhales, exhales, come all the way up. You can do whatever you want with the legs, straighten them, leave them in prayer pose, whatever feels good. I'm going to take my right arm and bring it across the body. Left hand is going to touch somewhere on the outside of the right arm as I pull this arm to my chest. Now what I don't want to see is my right shoulder just kind of jam itself up into my jaw earlobe area. I want to really actively pull that shoulder down and back while the left hand pulls it to my chest. So here's what bad form is, here's good form. And hopefully you can feel the difference. As soon as that shoulder bumps up to my earlobe, I don't feel a stretch anymore. It just kind of feels like I'm doing something weird. So as soon as I put that shoulder down back in the socket, I feel the stretch. Now let's try it on the other side. So left arm is down and back, right hand is somewhere along the left arm. And again, good form, bad form, good form, bad form. Again, the rule of thumb, if you're feeling your shoulder on your jaw or your ear, it's way too high. Or if you just don't feel anything, you're like, why are we doing this? Spin that shoulder down and back, and then you'll feel that lovely stretch. Just hang out here just for a second. Nice deep inhale, deep exhale. Good. Release, shake anything out that might be feeling weird. Now it's time for those side planks. So again, I'm going to come down onto, in this case, my right forearm under shoulder. My legs are bent, and I'm just going to again practice coming up into that side plank and back down. If you want, the legs can be long. If you want a little more of a challenge, you come up and down and up and down. Or again, you can keep the knees bent, up and down and up and down. Perfect. Again, for those of us that have bad shoulders, if you want, you could be on a forearm plank, or if planks are just not your jam, go ahead and give me some more chest lifts. Perfect. Give me 2 more, up and down and up and down. If you need to, shake that bottom shoulder out, find your hand weight. Hopefully we didn't lose it. Now this is where we'll add on. Pardon me. So now with my hand weight, in my hand. As I side plank up, lift that arm up to the sky, and as I come down, set it down. So I'm just lifting and reaching and setting down. Lifting and reaching and setting down. And again, if you don't like the hand weight, you don't have to use it. You can just use body weight to come up and down and up and down. 2 more. All the way up and down, all the way up and down. If you need to, feel free to sit up for a second, shake it out, because we're going to do that nice kind of rotational shoulder work for our finale in this position. So again, make sure your shoulders are happy. And then as soon as you're ready, I'm going to come on down. I'm going to show you the easy one first. So with my hand weight, when I come up into my side plank, as I come down, I'm going to bring that hand weight behind me so you can see the weight. Reach in front as you side plank up, set it down as you come down. Again, hopefully you can see. Measure for this and repeat. For those of you who want it a little harder, come up, stay up, set that weight down behind you, then come down and grab it. Or you can stay in that side plank the whole time and just use that arm to make that nice functional ability of your circles. Perfect. Now, hopefully you're also feeling this bottom oblique talking to you of, hey, what are we doing? Don't worry, we're just gonna do 3 more. So that was 3, and this is 2. Last one, hooray. Bring up, set it on down, set your weight off to the side, and roll onto your stomach. Hooray. When we're on our stomach, the hips are going to be in neutral or imprint. So for imprint in this position, I'm going to curl my tailbone down towards the floor to get to that imprint. If you'd like, make sure your hand weights are handy. Lame joke of the day. Perfect. And then, of course, your abs are on. From here, we're just going to start with a good old-fashioned swan. So hands are going to be down on the floor in front of my shoulders. You can either inhale or exhale up as high as you can without pain or discomfort. Perfect. And then all the way down. You start to warm up the body. Now, if you'd like to just do a sphinx, that's a-okay. Just coming up partially and back down. But again, just make sure that you're moving your body to whatever feels good for you. So come all the way up and all the way down. Really trying to press the tops of my feet into the floor and stretching my feet away from me to make sure I've got the glutes, hamstrings, and posterior chain on. Perfect. Now let's do 2 more. So all the way up and all the way down. Beautiful, ladies. All the way up and all the way down. Excellent. After this last one, if you need to, shake it out. Find that neutral or imprint again. Check in on the core. Because now we're going to do it with no arms. So my arms come wide like a letter W. As I swan up, I'm going to lift my arms up with me. And as I come down, lower them down, but never let the arms touch the floor if you can help it. If you need to set them down, just set them down. Just listen to your body. You know you better than I do. Perfect. And down. All the way up, 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 and down. Perfect. 2 more, and then we'll add on. Up, and down, and up, and down. Beautiful. If you need to, shake it out. Find our form again. Now, the next time I do this, so I inhale and exhale, come up, pause, hold this position, bend those arms overhead, stretch them away from you, pull them back in, and then come down. Sort of adding a little extra step. Coming up, pressing all the way out, pulling all the way back in, and then coming down. Perfect. If this feels too easy for you, then grab those hand weights. So the next time you come up, you're pressing out with the hand weights, pulling in, and then coming down. And if you try it and say, oh, I didn't like that at all, that's okay. You can get rid of those hand weights. You by no means have to use them. Up, out, in, down. 1 more. Up, out, in, down. Beautiful. From here, I'm going to put my hands under my shoulders, curl the toes under, and then press into my knees, pass through a quadruped and back into a child's pose. Oh, just stretch it out for a second. If you need to, you can rock side to side, whatever feels good for you and your body, stretching it out. And then as soon as you feel stretched out, roll on over onto your back. Perfect. So once you're on your back, my feet are flat on the ground, feet and knees are parallel, hips neutral, shoulders are down and back, arms can press into the ground if you'd like. Nice deep inhale, exhale, bridge up, and then all the way down. And you can articulate or hinge depending on how your back's feeling. So we won't be as picky on that. Just do what feels good for you and your body. If you're like me and you have old low back aches and pains, then articulation really isn't your jam, and we're gonna stick with hinging. Perfect. We're gonna do 3 more, just to make sure we're warmed up. So that was 3. And this is number 2. And then of course, last one, and down. If you need to, rock the knees side to side, hug them into your chest, whatever. Also, again, making sure the neck is relaxed. A good rule of thumb is to rock the head side to side if you start feeling tension. All right, now let's add on to this. So every time I bridge up, I'm going to pause and do 3 butterfly wings and then bridge down. So when I bridge up, pause, and then open and close the knees 3 times before coming down. Now, when you're doing your butterfly knees, if you open the knees so wide your hips start to drop, you've gone too far and lost good form. So I just want to make sure that I'm feeling outer thigh, outer booty, but still maintaining my good form through the hips. And of course, same principles still apply, pushing those knees away from the body, making sure both legs are working evenly, even pressure throughout the entire bottom of the foot, all that good stuff. Give me 2 more of these, and then we'll add on and just move on, make it more fun. So 1, 2, 3, and come down. Of course, if you need to, rock it out. Do that on camera. Parallel, externally rotate. Parallel, externally rotate. So now my feet are looking at opposite walls. If you need to, you can always move those feet around, get situated. And now, without doing anything weird, I'm just going to bridge up and down. So I'm just kind of getting the body used to external rotation as opposed to parallel. Perfect. As I come all the way up and down. Still making sure both legs are working as a team. I know for those of us that are right-handed, this right side loves to work harder than the left. Perfect. 2 more. Up and down. Up and down. Excellent. Now that we found our form with external rotation, let's add in our 3 butterfly wings. So all the way up, butterfly, 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 and then all the way down. And again, same principle still applies. I don't want to open the knees so wide that I lose the form in my hips. So if you feel that dip or that drop in the hips, we've lost form, and our butterflies just need a little bit smaller wingspan. So up, 1, 2, 3, and down. And hopefully we're feeling it deeper in the booty than we were before when we were just parallel. You're welcome for that. It is a legging season after all. So even if we're not leaving the house, we can still look good in the house. Give me 2 more of these. So this is number 2. Come all the way down, come up, and then last little butterfly. Come on down, and again, just rock it out if you need to. For this last one, you can either bring the feet to parallel or externally rotate, whatever felt comfortable for you and your body. But I'm going to walk my feet away from the booty. So feet near the booty, feet away from the booty. Again, whatever feels comfortable for you. And now try bridging up and down. So for me, the farther my feet are away from the booty, the more I feel my hamstrings. So hopefully, the farther you are away, the more you say, oh, hello, hamstrings. Haven't felt you that intensely in a while. And if you don't really feel your hamstrings very much, scoot those feet out more. Again, the farther they are away from the booty, the more you get in the hamstrings. You're going to lose some air time on the booty lifting up off the ground because we've changed the lever of the legs. but we're gonna get a lot deeper into those hamstrings. This is my favorite go-to hamstring move. Give me 3 more. So 3, 2, and last one up and down. Again, if you need to, hug into the chest, shake it out. Hopefully you can really feel those hamstrings. You are welcome. Hamstrings are the coolest muscle ever. If you need to, rock side to side gently. Perfect. Now let's do a single leg stretch. So I'm gonna move just a little bit so I don't kick my reformer. It's metal, it hurts. All right, so now I'm gonna bring both my legs to tabletop. I'm gonna start with both of my hands on top of the right leg and stretch the left leg out. So I'm in this kind of chest lift position. The shoulders are off the floor. My neck is relaxed. I'm pulling one leg in. As I exhale and inhale, I'm just gonna switch and switch and switch and switch. And again, I'm just grabbing the top shin and thigh of opposite legs. And I'm holding that chest lift. So I'm really feeling the core activating. Beautiful. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. 4 more. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on down. If you need to, rock it out side to side, because we're going to add on to that as we do. Perfect. So now find your chest lift again. One hand on top of both knees. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, send the arms overhead, the legs out. Inhale in. And in. So now we're really feeling the core. If this is too intense, you can go back to every other one. That's a-okay. No right or wrong way to do this. Or if you'd like to do that nice double leg stretch, again, hold that chest lift. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Let's do 3 more. So 3, 2, last one. Bring it in. Give yourself a big old hug. Set that head down. Rock that neck side to side. Rock you side to side. Just get all that tension out. Take a nice deep inhale. And then slowly, slowly, we're going to put our knees still to our chest, hands on top of the knees. Still some core here. We're going to do rolling like a ball. So as I inhale, I'm going to roll backwards and exhale, come up, not letting the feet touch the ground. Inhale back, exhale up. Inhale back, exhale up. 2 more. Inhale back, exhale up. Inhale back, exhale up. Now the feet can touch the ground because we're going to stand up. So as soon as you're ready, very slowly and carefully come up to standing. Perfect. I want to stay way back here so you can see me. Bring those arms overhead. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Roll forward like a rolling overhead chair beach ball. Try to keep the legs as straight as possible, hands as far out as possible. And if you'd like, you can shake your head yes, shake your head no. We do some little circles. Just get all that tension out of the head, out of the neck. Move those arms front to back, front to back. Lift and lower the shoulders. Shake the booty. Just shake anywhere that really feels tension. Shake, 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 shake. And then slowly start to articulate up, 1 vertebrae at a time, with the head being the final piece to come up.